Will be live shortly. Please hold on while the collective consciousness loads, and thank you for being a part of the Leo Kingdom. The Leo King will be live shortly. Please hold on while the collective consciousness loads, and thank you for being a part of the Leo Kingdom. The Leo King will be live shortly. Please hold on while the collective consciousness loads, and thank you for being a part of the Leo Kingdom. The Leo King will be live shortly. Please hold on while the collective consciousness loads, and thank you for being a part of the Leo Kingdom. The Leo King will be live shortly. Please hold on while the collective consciousness loads, and thank you for being a part of the Leo Kingdom.
Yo, 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 what's going on, everyone? It is David Palmer, the Leo King, and you are here live for Deep Love Tarot, your weekly tarot love forecast for the week of November 11th through the 17th of 2019. We're here live on highvibe.tv. Check us out at highvibe.tv. We have exclusive apps, and of course, we have an awesome website, and we have exclusive content and free content like this. By supporting us and getting our exclusive content with my daily horoscopes, my weekly horoscopes, my sun sign horoscopes, and we have so many other awesome talent. Check it out. I also have my awesome video, Are You Aligning Correctly into Your Destiny into 2020, the biggest transits of our life. I have a 2.5-hour video that is available now for purchase and that you can stream on apps on Apple TV, Roku, or your iOS or Android phones, or on the website, and you can stream them all to Chromecast or anything like that. Check it all out at highvibe.tv. It's on the front page. And also join our subscription service to get those awesome, awesome content every day. And you can actually check it out and see what it's all like. And of course, it's a full moon and we are here with High Vibe Zone Craig. What's going on, dog?
Hey, howdy there, partner. How y'all doing out there tonight? Happy full moon, everybody.
Happy full moon there,
Happy
partner.
full moon there, hey.
You know, I feel like I'm a little bit of I feel like I'm like a runner or something. I got like a Nike shirt on. I feel like I'm supporting the Chinese. Ah!
You're looking fit tonight.
Am I looking fit?
You're looking fit. You're keeping it tight.
Keeping it tight. You know, it's a full moon. This is a big full moon too. I'm sure you all know in the astrology, if you've watched my daily forecast that came out today. We're doing spiritual dance music after. That's why the set's a little bit different today, because we are going to be changing this set out real quick. So today we're not going to be doing questions. We're just going to go straight into the tarot. We're going to start with the collective first. If you've never watched the show before, what we do is we do the tarot for your love life for the collective and your individual sun sign horoscopes. They are all picked by a solo cup. And of course, we look at the different cards. We have 4 different decks that we use, and then we use the Astro dice. We're going to see what is going on. Let's start with the collective first. I got a good feeling. I hope so. I've had some crazy love life. Oh my gosh, I don't know. It's full moon, Uranus. How are you feeling about love?
I'm feeling indifferent about love.
Indifferent?
I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, some might say.
I would say there's a
So
lot
there
of
we
energy
go.
around that
But it's
right
rolling along. It's rolling along. I don't feel bad. That's a good thing, though. I'm feeling good. Feeling loose.
You know, I feel like something's about to pop, though. I feel like the volcano's about to pop in the right direction. I hope it's not going to sizzle us all into our demise. Anyway, let's see what's going on with the collective. First card that we got this week for the collective is we did get the 7 of Cups reversed. This is about time that we start focusing on not so many options. You know, one thing about the 7 of Cups is there's a lot of options, there's a lot of prizes, but when you get it reversed, it's saying like, maybe you're looking at too many things. Why don't you focus on the one thing? Sometimes maybe 2, but you know, it's like there's too much energy going around. There's too much people. There's too many looking at too many options. Like narrow the field. Narrow the field in your love life this week. Or if you're in a relationship, narrow the field on the emotional issues that you're dealing with. Maybe you're taking things, if you're in a relationship, way too much. Like, oh my gosh, the kids, or oh my gosh, the this, and the money, and the blah, 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 and the way that they're doing this on social. Like, narrow it down to the most important emotional situation that you're going through if you're in a relationship. If you're single, narrow the fucking field down. You know what I mean? Like, Having too many options is sometimes a bad thing, especially with excess. I do want to point out that Jupiter is at the galactic center this week. 12 years, once every 12 years, and here we are. Good luck for galactic energies and for galactic love. Our challenge for the collective this week is the air energy. I did pull it reverse, so it is like communication is a challenge, but if you step into the communication element, it'll help you narrow down the field and being more intellectual, like start thinking about things, like stop, projecting ideas in your head about love, about something that factually just doesn't make sense or that isn't interesting to you. But that challenge is maybe having the communication, right? Like, this is going to be challenging communication in general. Could be arguments and fights, could be, energy. This is a full moon week. It is a week with full moon with Pluto. It's definitely a transformational week, but communication is going to be really an important spot, and especially with Mercury finishing its retrograde this week. Remember, Mercury comes out of retrograde here in about 9.5, 10 days. So we are at a place to where we are going to use this week about really interesting communication. And the challenge is to have those talks, to have that communication, to be understood. But at the same token, there's a part of this where it's like, I feel that it could actually help us so much by just getting over the block of saying what needs to be said, or even having communication. Like, even though it's scary, it's not that fucking scary, if that makes sense. We did get the North Node's life purpose. It's funny that we got this card. Like, this is definitely a card where we're all focused on the life purpose. This card's come up a lot lately. And there's something about karma and heading towards a direction that feels like, what? This is an alignment with your purpose and the kind of life that you want to live, and really setting the standard higher. With the North Node in Cancer right now, I think it's important for us to find that true emotional fulfillment. And that's what we really need. And we need to focus on that by narrowing the field and not being afraid to have those conversations and to be clear on things to help you narrow that field down, or narrow the issues that you might be having in a relationship to head in a much better direction in your life. I am using these, which ones are these? Oh yeah, the Enchanted Spell Oracle cards here.
Time to drop some mysticism on them out there.
Yeah, we're going to drop some enchanted spells and, see what's going on here. A little medieval Hedgewick magic with a K. Magic. And what did I get? Oh, you know what? I'm going to do a little jacks right here, like, just for a second.
Yeah, spread it out.
Jacks. And we got purity. It is a time where communication offers the purity. It also means that the communication is going to show you the true intentions. The communication at the same time is like, hey, you'll know if it's pure or not based off how the communication goes. If it goes into a crazy direction, maybe it's not a pure place. Or if you're not getting any communication, then purify that out. And if you're getting communication and it's good, then you know that it is a pure place. I mean, this is really a pure week. This is about finding a pure energy with love, a pure positive energy that's narrowing the energy down to the more important emotional issues, the more important emotional stuff, and heading towards, a direction that feels like it has some sort of purpose behind it. And knowing, I think the challenging aspect of the intellectual aspects, especially in the communication, is communicating what you feel that purpose might be. We did get in the astro dice, we got Mercury, communication, in the third house of communication in Cancer. We need to communicate our feelings, man. Oh, feelings are going to come out big time this week. Oh my gosh, for everybody in the collective, definitely a big time about communicating those feelings and letting them out and letting people know and letting know where the feelings are at. It's about now too, not about the past, not about wherever. Like, we need to get very clear so we understand what to focus on in our emotional world.
I like that kind of narrowing down the field a little bit too. It's like we almost get, no, I think that's a good thing. Kind of clean that closet out a little bit. I'm sure there's a lot of shit that people are dealing with that, or they keep in their lives that's really just dragging them down or wasting a lot of their time and effort when it's not even worth it.
I think the good news is the purity card. It's like, I think issues are bigger than they even really are. It's just small shit. Purify it, clean it up, and move on in life. And I think that there's going to be a lot of positives from it. It's just stupid shit. Usually with communications, always stupid shit grows bigger. It grows tentacles on it, and it gets all like, ah! Or it has a fucking alien baby.
What if it's a cute, cuddly little alien baby?
We got Virgo first. Virgos. How's the Virgos doing out there? We got people in the room, all we do. Hang out, what's going on with everyone? As Craig's putting up the little Virgo thing. People think you're Indiana Jones, Craig.
No.
No. Did you get that in Alabama?
I got this out in the 909 actually.
Oh.
But I thought it was fitting since I was just hanging out the South down there.
Did you get it in Norco?
Did I get the what?
Did you get it in Norco?
No, I got it out in Riverside.
Oh.
The original 909.
Got you. Yeah, not that 951.
None of that bullshit.
All right, Virgos, what do we got this week? Virgo, we got the Hermit reversed. This could play off two different ways. One, of course, Hermit reversed is like not paying attention to your wisdom or denying your wisdom. You know, it's almost like you're getting a lot of truth being told to you, but it's almost like maybe being in denial of it. So, you know, stepping back into the wise person that you are, it's like not suppressing that space. Also, the Hermit reverse could also be like in a relationship, especially in love-wise, it's like you need to kind of pull out of your hermit mode. Like maybe you're like kind of afraid to be the guiding light into something, really show up into something. You're kind of gonna pull out because you don't want to deal with things. Like you got to step up and show up with that guiding light. You know, guiding light is something where you show up and it doesn't need to be this like big, you know, blast, like, I got here, this big spotlight. You know what I mean? It's like, no, it's just like, show up and just show up with the light, you know? I mean, it is a time though where there's a lot of deep inner reflection going on. And sometimes you could kind of be in a hermetic mode, but at the same time, what is that hermetic mode about? I think that there's something to say that, you know, maybe you're not really thinking straight. Maybe there's some weird, I will say with the Hermit reverse in love, there is always some weird issues going on in your love life that maybe you don't want to reveal to people. Might not be that you're doing things. Sometimes it is that you're doing things. Maybe you don't want to come across as like stupid, you know? But there is something to say that, you know, something's not fully all the way out that needs to come out. And the challenge for that is transmutation, which I got some of the weird slimy stuff, and it was weird that came up. You know, there's energy that needs to change, but I think that at the same time, I think the challenge is that, you know, how do you accept and change, whether it's inside yourself or you're being dealt that, some of this snake kind of slimy energy that you're gonna have to change and transmute and actually find some wisdom. And you know, the Hermit reverse is not somebody who's ready to kind of move on, right? It like wants to hermit itself and stay in the same place. And I think that a lot of Virgos are having to move on in a lot of relationships if they're dating. And I think if they're in partnerships, like long-term ones, there's some weird issues that need to come to the surface that have been taking a long time to come to the surface. And I feel that there's a lot of energy about like kind of moving through and changing things. But I don't think that this is like an evolutionary change of moving things into just, yeah, it's just going to change into the better or something. Like it's changing into the better to kind of come into a better space, you know, in yourself, Virgo. Because, yeah, you got Mercury retrograde. And it's in Scorpio. And for you, that is the third house. So, yeah, I think overall, you know, this is about some really weird communication. This is also about, you know, there's some stuff that, you know, hasn't been revealed fully, either to you or you haven't revealed to everyone else involved. And how do you deal with that? How do you transmute that into something without running away and scared? And, you know, one part of the Hermit is the Hermit owns it, you know, it owns what it is. And, you know, I will be honest, the Hermit in love is not really one of the best cards because it does kind of end people feeling alone a little bit. So you might feel a little bit alone this week, and then you're going to try and deny that space. But, you know, sometimes we live with what is sowed, you know, we reap with what we sow, or we live with what is done. Let's get some magical energy. You got energy that comes with just, you know, you got positive energy that comes when you deal with the weird shit. I'm picking up weird shit around the snake, around the transmutation, around a Hermit reverse, and a Mercury retrograde. That's just a very odd time. it's a very odd week for you in love, and it's definitely not a great week to, I would say, come into something of pursuing. There's a lot too much to still, you know what? This is also Virgos that haven't made up their minds. This is Virgos who might have to rethink things before they jump too quick into new things. So Virgos are definitely going to go through a weird one this week. We did get Gemini with Uranus in the 4th house. So yeah, there's a lot of weird feelings going on that you don't understand and you're having to put together. And there's also weird feelings that maybe they're very difficult for you to express to other people and communicate about. And so this is definitely going to be a weird communication week. It's going to be a weird emotional week in how the emotions either and it will happen both ways, right? If somebody does something weird and shows up to you with something weird, like it's going to be weird emotionally, how do you communicate to them? And then if you've been doing something weird and you need to get something off that's weird emotionally, and it also is changing the direction of your feelings. This is definitely a week also if we look at the astrology. I mean, with all this Jupiter, Venus here in your 4th house, squaring over to Neptune in your 7th house relationships, this is definitely weird emotional stuff. And with the moon and Gemini, they're going to be in your 10th house. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a big T-square in your Neptune, which is in your 7th house relationships, that there's some fogginess that is not clear. And this week you have to deal with that fogginess. And by no means is it going to be fully clear, but I think you get energy by starting to clear it and moving through it.
Woo!
Yeah,
y'all get that? That one flew right over my head there, but there's T-squares and there's trines popping off, those Virgos.
Well, maybe they should subscribe to highvibe.tv and watch the Virgo report.
That'd be the place to start, I'd say.
Virgos are in one of the weirdest love places in all the signs. They got Saturn, Pluto going to hit in their 5th house of love with Jupiter, and Neptune in the 7th house.
You hear that? Neptune, 7th house.
Hey, that is a weird one. Cancers are, it's like 2nd place for weirdest relationships.
Oh,
we're getting
shit.
the weirdest 2 signs with relationships first.
Where's your will to be weird?
You know?
Times like these.
All I see is
you gotta
damn.
Push it out there. Throw it out in the universe, see what comes back.
Fuck. People are like, not happy. It's very weird. You know what? I don't know if we've ever used this background.
We have not.
We did use this background for the Steve Harvey shoot.
Yeah, but it was a little bit more done. That was a quick makeshift.
All right, Cancer.
Didn't want to show them the guts of really what's going on back there.
We got little people back there working on things.
It's true. We got some lawn gnomes creeping around.
Cancer, 2 Pentacles reversed. Yeah, balancing out the right worlds, balancing out the right, but you're also juggling way too many things. I think that, and you're dealing with somebody who's also probably juggling too much too. There's a lot of unsteady energy this week. There's too much, everything's all over the place. Things are juggling around, 2 people from 2 different worlds. It's a little bit like that song, I Say Brandy, fetch another round, and how she fetches that whiskey and wine because of all the sailors that come in from the sea into the ports.
I said Brandy.
Brandy.
You're a fine girl.
What a good wife you would be.
But she ain't. She's just back serving that beer to those
there
sailors.
Sweating, pouring those drinks.
Someone's got to keep people
Somebody's got to keep all those sailors from fucking coming in fucking happy. So I don't know why I'm channeling that song, but there is something to say that, there's a lot of juggling around. There's a lot of juggling around in yourself, and especially as Pentacles is dealing with self-worth. It's dealing with whether it's worthy of this, whether this person's world or this. Even if you're in a relationship, like, oh my gosh, there's a lot that's starting to go, what the hell? Especially this week with the full moon in Taurus asking for you to look at new worlds. Wow, you got the magic card reversed, but I will put it as just challenge magic upright. There is some magic that has been lost in partnerships, and you need to find relationships. The challenge is to find relationships that have magic. The juggling issue is people who are not connected spiritually, that are not connected to magical energy. Sorry, you can't try and make Pinocchio a boy. You're dealing with a lot of Pinocchios right now, okay? Even Pinocchio juggles around a lot, Oh my God, I just pulled a Pinocchio. But
is that what that
man,
was?
I just done so many Disney movies.
We were talking about marionettes earlier. Ann and I were. She's
talking
like,
about who?
marionettes, you know, where you know, the little puppets, the little ding, you know, marionettes.
I have no problem getting into my Pinocchio, but yeah, there's some Pinocchio going around. If it's not got the magic anymore, if it's not got that feeling of, especially you're juggling around realizing that the magic ain't there. So you can deny yourself and keep juggling around trying to find magic in something that doesn't have magic all you want. But if it doesn't have it, it just doesn't have it. I'm sorry to say. And to be into magic, it takes a very special kind of work in yourself, in dedication, in practice. And they either show up with it or they don't. Like they either got it or they don't. I feel like I'm supposed to shuffle this deck because
mix it up a little bit.
I just
Oh, we had the Mike Myers card. I saw that one pop up.
I don't know. I just was like, there's something telling me to shuffle.
This is Mario. The Mario's telling you to shuffle.
Oh, Luigi is not a Luigi, but I'm much more of a Bowser. Fucking I am Bowser. I always played Bowser in Mario Kart. He was fucking the fastest. He was just a little bit
he's strong
wide
and he's
around
fast.
the turns.
Yeah, he'd smash people into the walls.
Yeah, but that's why he slid. Remember, that's why Bowser's Castle. You slide through it.
I do.
All right. We got Cancer, I feel. So you need to get back into your own feelings that you know within yourself, Cancer. You pulled your own card as your big spiritual advice here and how to deal with this whole thing in the future. You are dealing with a loss of magic. You are dealing with juggling a lot of things. You need to go with your feelings and stop. And I think that you're denying your feelings. I think that's the issue. I think that you're denying the feelings of truth about juggling around, that magical things are not happening in the relationships that you want because the magic is lacking. And I think that you need to be honest about that. You need to be real about that. And you need to get back to your own identity, your own feelings. And you need to put your feelings out there. You can't juggle feelings without knowing what the disconnection is. The disconnection is the magic's gone. Like, sorry, Walt Disney pulled out. Sorry, like, Disneyland just got torn down and you know what, you're in a parking lot right now. Patience. Wow, I think that, you know what?
Ugh. Gross.
That is a hard one. I'm actually reading this as that you've been way too patient about waiting for the magic to turn on. Now, there's another way of saying this, like maybe you're going to say, oh, this means that I should be more patient about the magic turning on. I will give you this week. I will let you off the hook, Cancer, and I will say, yes, give it patience for one more week. But if it doesn't show up in one more week, I'm sorry to say, especially with this week and a full moon and all this energy, and I'm going to be real because my guides are saying this from the get-go. This is saying that you've already given it too much patience. But because I know how Cancers are and they get very emotional and they want, I'm granting you that patience and the magical spell of patience. Be patient. Maybe the magic will turn back on, but with the juggling, you gotta feel and tell the feelings to your partner or to the person that you're looking at or whatever you're dealing with in love right now, or if you're just not finding any magic anywhere and you don't feel love at all, like maybe you need to be patient with yourself. But I feel that, maybe it's at the same time, like you need to do something about it. There's something about, I think that the astro dice are gonna help us. Especially this week with the astrology, with this new moon in the 11th house, like you're gonna be in a new world. You need to go connect with new people. You're probably having more fun with your friends and your lovers, you know what I mean? Like that's just the truth. All right, so we got Mars in Scorpio in the 12th. Yeah, you are having to cut out some really deep wounds and deep things that are not wanting to be cut out, but you have to. Like this is gonna cut to the deepest part of your soul. Mars in the 12th house in Scorpio is deep. It's deep. It's not easy. You got to get to that real obsessional energies that you have to you got to cut out, because is it really magic? Mars in the 12th could be that you're doubling down on something being magical, and when you get to the bottom of it, does it actually hold that magic or not? The positive in this, Mars in Scorpio, is it's getting to the bottom of what is missing, what is off, what is not in a spiritual alignment. And a lot of this is, are you in spiritual alignment? Are you living your truth of spiritual alignment, or are you not?
Are you living your truth?
Of course, then your partner wouldn't be magical. Duh.
We need some people out there authentically living their truth. Come on now.
Capricorns.
Ain't got time. Ain't got no more time.
Fucking duh. Well, what do you think?
I think it's going to get a little wild here tonight.
Oh, it's going to be wild. I'm already feeling this full moon energy. I mean, I feel weird on this set with this thing, but I'll deal with it, you know, but it's like.
Yep.
You know, we're pulling all the signs that are going.
Is it that, or is it your Nike shirt?
Oh my gosh, man, a full moon in their 5th house of love.
Feeling it.
You know what? God is like having me pull from the solo cup and just be like, okay, all the souls that have the most craziest relationship stuff first.
Perfect. I'll take Scorpio last.
Capricorn, remember, this is a full moon in your 5th house of love, okay? With it opposing your house of the world, society, and with Mercury retrograde. Ooh. Mercury retrograde.
That Cap.
Are you around the right people?
Are you?
Are you? Because, you know.
What are you doing with yourself, Cap? Huh?
You know, think about it. Like, if you're hanging around the slums.
Maybe you'll be a slumdog millionaire.
Well, your partner might turn out to be a slum too.
Maybe they just need to get a little dirty.
All right, King of Swords reverse. You're not really thinking that straight right now. Nobody is also showing up with the intellect, and more importantly, that maybe you're not thinking about things anymore, and you're losing your power of your strength of your positive mind, your positive will set. You know, a King of Swords has no questions. You are in extreme questions. And, you know, King of Swords also is, you know, somebody who can promise that they have it all figured out. So you might be dealing with a partner or somebody who's like saying all these things and then they're not showing up with it. A King of Swords reverse does not show up. Like, you know, like they say this and then they don't even show up. It's like being ghosted.
Bullshit.
But also it's like you realizing as well that maybe what you're not feeling powerful in your head about the relationships, and there's very extreme questions that are questioning your authority anymore in your life about the choices you're making in your relationship life. And so this is kind of this is an issue to deal with, and that challenge is due to soul. Oh man, where's the sirens?
Oh no,
we got the soulmate card here as the challenge. Yeah, Cappies. This one's a big one for Capricorn, especially with Jupiter finishing up here at the Galactic Center right now this week. In your 12th house of endings, and Venus get a square Neptune in your house of endings. Yeah, the challenge is maybe a soulmate is not a soulmate anymore, or that it's come to a completion, and here you are trying to do everything you can as a King of Swords reverse to figure out a problematic situation about a soulmate that does not feel like a soulmate anymore, or that you have been attached to, if you're single, to somebody that you think is a soulmate, or you're trying to go out, or you've been just lacking a soulmate, but you actually haven't been communicating, or you haven't been dating, or you haven't been like trying to connect. But there's a lot of ways to look at this because I'm trying to cover all relationships. But I will say that there is soulmate issues here, or it's not really connecting there. And the spiritual vice is destiny. Oh gosh.
Damn.
You have to, you know,
Daniel.
yod is, I was born with 3 yods in my chart, you know? Yod it up.
How many yods?
I have 3 yods.
Damn, that's a lot of yods, yo.
A lot of yods. Finger of God.
So you're fingered 3 times by God.
Finger of God. Finger of God. Finger of God.
You got 3 up in there, so God's not a gentleman.
No, I guess I'm like triple banging it.
Full moon in Taurus, brought to you by High
we got
Vibe
this
TV.
Yod destiny that showed up with the soulmate stuff, which is, it's difficult. I know, Yods are not easy, but they are destined points. They're the most destined alignment in all of astrology. The reason why is because they're very rare. It takes a 60-degree angle of a sextile between 2 planets or more, and it takes 2 in conjunctions to create that triangle that create there, which are very unique angles. So, you're having trouble with the destiny of soulmate energies not really making sense. Or you're attached to an old soulmate that you can't let go of. You're afraid of the future, of the destiny of dealing with the authority of doing what you know in your mind and what is smart and what is factual and what is going to make you feel overall happy again in your thoughts and mind. We did get the fertility card. Maybe you're attached because you have a child with this person. Maybe that you have built your whole life from this energy of this person. So I'm talking to Capricorns that have been kind of very deeply embedded into something where they have kids or they've been really stuck in it. Also where you've created your life from this person. Or you might feel like if you're a single Capricorn and you can't find anybody right now, it's like the problem is that, you know, you think a soulmate is going to create your life. Well, sorry, it's not going to. Like, your destiny is to figure out your own life right now and find a position to where you create your own world so a soulmate can come in. Those are for those Capricorns that I know out there that are not doing anything about love. They're just like, nope, I'm like closed shop. But relationship ones are definitely dealing with weird issues about, you know, you created your life with this person, you did this, but things don't make sense, and here's love trying to spark you into new directions, and your mind is wandering all over the place. This is when I see King of Swords reversed, he's so sure about where he's looking, but he's not sure of where he's looking. So this is the wandering eye. It's like seeing other people and being like, ooh, would that be a better situation? Oh, damn, I'm calling out the caps right now. And single caps just gotta like show up, speak up. You can build a beautiful soulmate connection. Your challenge is thinking, oh, there's no soulmate. Well, you can go build it. Go follow where destiny's telling you to go. You got Neptune and Libra in the 7th house. I mean, yeah, this is huge. This is 7th house, Libra, and Neptune's there. It's like you need to get out of your false dreams and re-weigh out all the things that have been going on. Like, really? Like, is this really fair? Or is this just all a dream?
Did you used to read Word Up magazine?
Dream? Are you in a chaotic mess? And are you also creating your own visions about things that actually are not really fair, balanced, and actually what the person is? You know, it's really easy to put lipstick on a pig.
Other side of the coin, maybe with that fertility card, it'd be a good point to like get pregnant or knock someone up and keep them in your life. You know, just hold on to them for as long as you can for at least 18 years. Maybe that's the other side.
That usually does not go
fertility. That
usually does not really work out the way that you would think it would. You know what I mean?
Hey, you never know until you try, though. Get out there.
You know what? Hey, Craig, let me see you go try that one. Hey, you got some Capricorn in your chart. Gemini. You got your Neptune in Capricorn.
Yeah, it's all right.
Don't forget about that. You got your Neptune there.
It's all right.
You got Neptune.
What are we at? I missed it.
Like, Geminis.
Oh.
Yeah, now Geminis this week with relationships. I don't want to give it all away what I said on High Vibe, but
give them a little treat, a little taster.
If any sign in the Zodiac right now could make the weirdest relationship choice of their life right now, it would be Gemini.
It's your time to shine, Gemini.
Just going to say that because Neptune is squaring Venus in your 7th house with Jupiter. This is the last time that the moon will be in your sign opposed Jupiter for 12 years. And this is a full moon in your 12th house of Taurus.
12th of Taurus.
So, not thinking clearly, Venus squared Neptune at the time, Mars in your love house at the last part of Libra this week, sextile to Jupiter, your relationship house. This is where you fall into the fallen angels of relationships. The fallen angels of relationships.
The depths of despair.
Demonic relationships.
Sometimes you got to hug a demon.
But, you know, Gemini don't like that shit. You know, they always get called the devil. Like, well, sometimes, you know, they pick fucking the wrong partner, fucking, especially at times like this. Holy shit.
My mama says everything's the devil. My mama says crawfish is the devil. My mama says...
Didn't you have... But you had catfish instead. So
I did. That catfish was tasty. I'm about that. I'm going to go back to the South. They got a lot of trees there. Alabama was actually very beautiful.
Yeah.
I had no idea. So many trees. It's good stuff. Lots of different colors.
There's something about the South.
Yeah.
With all the trees and the way that the sky is. There's something about the sky there that's like so much, you know, California, you don't feel the sky. We only like see like, oh, the beautiful sunsets but we have mountains and then beach.
Yeah,
so
it drops.
Weird, but there it's just like,
I can dig it.
I don't mind people from the South.
I can dig it.
Actually, our best show, I think, was Tennessee.
That was a good time.
I enjoyed it. All right, all the Geminis are going crazy here. They want to know what the fuck's going on. Wheel of Fortune reversed. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I told you. This is not...
My precious.
I'm sorry, Gemini. I'm sorry. I know you think that this is the most fortunate thing of your life, but it's not. Wheel of Fortune reversed definitely is you're creating your own, you know what? You're trying to be your own God. You're going to forge into something or you're going to continue to stay on something where the wheel is not turning the right way. You know, I like the way that this Wheel of Fortune is because you could see a person falling off the wheel. It's like falling off the wagon with sober talk. Like Geminis are drunk on love, and whether they've been in a relationship for a long time and it's just not working, or new ones that they're drunk on just to like kind of save the day. Like Gemini's got to be very careful. I'm not just basing this off the tarot. I'm basing this off the astrology.
See that you're getting a double show.
I just
it's astrology and it's tarot.
Yeah, you know that's the difference.
Double dipping all over y'all.
Shows. Truth is your challenge. Oh my gosh, you just can't deal with the truth.
Maybe they can't handle the truth.
You know what? I have never heard it better said than any. You just channeled that card better than I could have. You can't handle the truth. And you're going to have to look at the truth to what got you into this situation.
Hey, you just got to breathe. Don't be dying on us out there.
Sorry, like it just
got to breathe.
You know. Oh no, you know what? I started coughing and I got breaking news literally on my iWatch right now. President Jimmy Carter hospitalized for procedure to reduce, now Wall Street Journal, everybody's getting me. Oh, but this one's officers trying to do. Anyway, President Jimmy Carter hospitalized for procedure to reduce pressure on brain after recent falls. Wishing him the best.
It's no good. Jimmy.
Ironic that came out during the truth card for Geminis. Alerts that are that intense are trying to alert you at the same time. And as a reader, this goes back to the old alchemy readers, the old teachings of readings. You would pay attention to what happens during the reading. If a bird came in, if a sound happened, whatever. An alert that a U.S. president is hospitalized and gonna have surgery and might die. And Craig in the background is...
It's not me, I think there's birds in here.
Did you bring a bird back from Alabama?
I did.
I'm telling you, this is where you need to pull out and look at the truth, and you do not need to make any commitments this week. You need to look at more options too, and make sure that you're really on your fortune. Oh wow, and your spiritual advice is the moon, the soul card. You know, the moon deals with our subconscious. It also deals with our soul mind, okay? Our soul mind, meaning our intuitive mind, our intuitive self. Not, I love this card. Actually, Craig was the one who said, get that deck. This is Craig's favorite deck too. I actually think might be one of my favorite Wheel of Fortune.
They can't see it.
Cards because of the person falling off. Especially, they're all falling off in this way, with it reversed, and with this soul card, the moon card, subconscious-wise, and the moon going to be in your sign in a big T-square to Venus and Neptune, and Neptune's in your 10th house of your long-term destiny and goals, the Venus in your 7th house, your relationships, and the moon in your own house, and Jupiter at the galactic center here, like, I'm sorry to say, what you think is galactic is actually to look around and make sure that you know what the hell you're doing. Especially with the Mercury retrograde in your 6th house. If you're making life changes right now about relationships, hold the phone.
Not a good time to do that.
Not a good time to do that, no.
Not up in here.
Inspiration on the truth. I think that you have to have the inspiration to take the truth and move into understanding that there is more inspiring energy out there. I love that the cup is with this inspiration, I'll get a little Grail Quest on you all. I've been saying a lot of Grail Quest this week. You got to find the inspiration to find the real cup. In the Lost Ark, the Last Crusade of Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones has been coming up a lot. I was in for Halloween. People think Craig's Indiana right now, but in the Grail Quest, when the traitor American turns Nazi, the historian, to go, and he picks the first cup, and he asks the German woman to pick Christ's cup. We all know that Christ was a carpenter, so it's a carpenter's cup. But he goes for the gold one that's got all the jewels. And he goes, yes, the King of Kings would have drank out of this. And he drinks it and he turns into a fucking, he grows really old really fast and he turns into dust. That inspiration, I don't know if that's a very inspiring talk, but I will say that what you think is gold and glittery might not be. That the true inspiration is actually finding the roots of what you know you want. You're projecting something higher than it is. Inspire yourself through seeing the truth and looking beyond what you thought was the truth to new energies, to understand that you're in some, as my dad would like to say, the bridge over troubled waters. And you got the north node, the south node in Cancer in the 5th house. You are digging yourself into a deep hole by rooting yourself emotionally or choosing a home with a lover if you're going to move in with someone right now or do anything like that with love. The north node is where to aim. And in this case, it would be north node in Capricorn in the 11th. You need to restrict yourself and get out there back with society or get out there back there with friends and see what else is out there in the world, because you are trying to make home out of a place that's comfortable right now because you're not doing your work out there in the world and you're not looking at everything out there. You know what? They get a Ganesha. I'll give Geminis a Ganesha.
They need that.
They need it.
They need the Ganesha.
They need Ganesha. You know what? I really don't know how to do any of the Indian sounds. Like I get on my app, my Indian apps, every hour, like which hour it is and which mantra to do. Like, let's see a mantra right now. Current hour is Mercury. Mantra Om Buddha Buddhaya Namaha.
I got a mantra.
What?
Om Am Hung Benza Guru Pima Siddhi Hung. It's a heart.
Chinese?
It's a heart essence mantra.
Oh.
No, it is India.
Well, I was gonna say mine's from India, and mine I don't know how to say them. Like Om Buddha Budhaya Budhaya Om Budhaya Namaha. Really not good at that. I am such an American. It
Maybe
sucks.
in your next life,
California
though.
American has the worst accents in the world. All right, Ganesha
Worst
for
at
the
being the
Geminis.
best.
Nurture. You need to self-nurture yourself. I think that you're looking for the nurturing of love, and I think that that's the core understanding of what you're going through. Is like you're in a place where you feel like you need to be nurtured like a little baby right now. Why is the root of that? Get to the root of that and you'll understand why you're in this weird dilemma in your relationship world.
Riddle me this. What you got up in there?
I swear. I'm redoing it. We got some banging tracks for spiritual dance music tonight, by the way. Libras.
Jimmy Carter.
Is he a Libra?
Yeah.
How'd you know?
Because I looked to see if he was a Gemini when you almost died on us over there.
Well, it's funny because Libra rules the 5th house of love.
Oh,
for
shit.
Gemini. So Gemini's got Jimmy Carter in
I
there.
think Libras
playing out
are
their
stepping
love
into
lives
a
right
great
now.
space of love.
And you know what? I've been a little crazy today, and Libra rules for Leos, their 3rd house of communication. So, and our brains.
It's looking up for Libras.
I hope so.
It is. It's going to be great.
see.
They're stepping into a whole
see
new
right
power,
now. All
a
right,
whole
let's
new
see.
wisdom of love and benefits coming their way.
You know, we might just pull the Jupiter return benefits card right now. You never know. You might have just premonitioned.
You're going to pull a yod.
The yod was pulled, so.
Well, we're getting 3 more.
All right. Libra's got. This might not be bad.
It's a good one right there.
5 of Pentacles reversed.
Yeah.
So, yes, this is the victim card. Yes, this is the homeless card. It's the card of feeling victimized. Now, In love, it just might feel that you're really, really alone. Especially reversed, it's like not, like help is right there, but not taking it. It's kind of like if you had a huge, gaping, bleeding cut and you needed stitches and a medevac, there was literally an ambulance right there and they were all there, they were all standing right in front of you. And they were like, let me clean that up for you. And you're like, no.
Oh, so they need to get out of their own way.
Yes. They have
Where
to
you've been
accept,
stifling your growth,
They
Libra.
have to also accept, this is Libra's being this week being like, hey, one, Libras that have made choices in relationships that they're in, they're starting to feel weird about them. And they're starting to see weird stuff come about them. And then they're starting to feel like, gosh, am I just stuck in this really bad situation? No. You can use Mars in your sign this week to finally get out. Two, single Libras are like still letting the old victimization and what happened and the pain happen. They haven't let it go yet.
Gotta let that shit go, single Libras.
The challenge, good fortune.
You gotta get out your own way. Let that moon rain all over you.
Craig's right, actually. Craig's channeling really well tonight with all this.
I'm just kicking ass and taking
Come on,
names.
Libra. The challenge here is one is this could also be that you're seeing too much good fortune in something that you know is not good. Especially with that 5 of Pentacles reverse. Like you might be taking on like a little bit of a victim and you might be taking them on and trying to make them feel better. And when a Libra does that, they like take it all on. Two, a lot for the single Librans out there, like you need to get over this whole notion that there is no good fortune for love out there. You need to get over that because you're holding on to the old ways of that things that were not fortunate. And you're focusing on that way too much, especially with Mars in your sign. Like you need to have some confidence again. And with Jupiter here, it's in your head. But this full moon in Taurus is happening in your 8th house. Like you need to get rid of these dark energies and things that you're not committing to or not going deeper into. Taurus with Uranus here is saying that you need to kind of drill deeper into your passions, your desires more, instead of like taking a spaceship away from them. That's why you feel empty. Wow, your spiritual vice is the 1st house. You need to put yourself first again in your life and go do things that you want individually. It rules the body too, which unfortunately is your vitality, right? The 1st house. So you need to bring vitality back into your life about seeing that there's good fortune out there and not like pulling yourself out of situations because of the past and learning that, if you put yourself in a place that you really don't want to be in a relationship, like it's okay to pull out. It's not like you're a bad person or that you've been victimized or you're, don't be afraid. I think that the main thing on this reading is just saying, stop being afraid, Libra. Stop being afraid. Like,
unless you want to be like a cap and you want to just try to trap someone and just keep them in.
Wow, you're really on that tip. It's getting people pregnant to keep them. What's next? Trapping them?
It's a weird full moon.
This is definitely not
I'm
coming
just trying
from
to
me.
have people step out in their true power.
I mean, you're wearing that hat today. You shaved. Like, do you have a van now in the back?
Yeah, I do. I'm living in it.
Put the lotion on their skin. Like,
it's a very nice van. It has no windows.
Oh, don't say that during Libra again. Rebirth. Oh, wow. This is a huge rebirthing time for Librans. I think that there is Libras out there that might be getting in relationships that they have been, and it might be a great rebirth for them in their life that's actually going in a good direction. But I think that a lot of Librans out there just need to do a complete reset, a rebirth, so they can have good fortune. So whatever you've been doing in relationships, do the complete opposite right now. That's a very easy Libra way to get them to make choices. It's like, whatever you've been doing in relationships, do the opposite. So if you've not been dating, go start dating. If you're dating too much, stop dating and rebirth and reassess your people. If you just got into a relationship and you're feeling weird, get out of the relationship and reassess everything. Rebirth it all. Wow, that was like a really fast 11th house. Yeah, you need to get back out there in the world and see other people out there. You got Virgo, you need to see the reality of other people, and you got Uranus. So you got Uranus in the 11th of Virgo. You need to change up your whole entire routine, your rhythm, the people that you're around, and get over the anxieties that you have about stepping into the new world, because that might actually create the world that you want. That's the fear. Because the world that you're in right now, it needs change, it needs disruption, it needs something more exciting. And there's a lot of partnered Libras that are finding out that it's not that exciting. It's kind of boring. And the rebel in you is going to come out this week, Libra, and then are you too scared to show them that crazy part of yourself? I love when Libras show me their crazy parts. That's like my favorite part of a Libra relationship is like, fuck yeah, there that person is. Like I knew it was in there, you know what I mean? Like you didn't have to play it all cool with me, but then sometimes they can be really crazy, right?
Yeah.
But I've not had I've only had one Libra that was like crazy. Actually, that's not true. I've had two Libras that were kind of crazy. One was just like a fling, but the other was like 2 years of like, whoa. Anyway.
Yeah, they're cool. I got an awesome Libra sitting right next to me, actually.
She is one of the most beautiful, nice,
you can't see her, but
Libras
she's
I've ever met in my whole life.
That way.
Anne is so beautiful and so
way.
So nice, so sweet. Definitely not like Aries are. No, I'm just kidding. Aries is next.
Man,
oh man.
Oh man, I found out some craziness about that Aries that was in my life at one point.
Oh, did you?
Oh, I did.
I honestly believe that, and I bet you it's probably crazier than I even probably predict.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like stuff that was going on.
No. New stuff.
Oh, new stuff.
Welcome to baby into the world, day before mine. Crazy, right?
She had the baby?
Yeah, October 25th.
No.
Crazy, huh? Life.
I'm sorry, Aries. I'm just taking this one in for a second. Fucking nuts. Hi, Craig.
Hey, world.
Hey, world. I'm here.
Hey, world.
I'm fucking here. Oh, my gosh. All right. We're doing Aries. Aries, when it comes to... That was a truth bomb that just came out, huh?
That was.
Aries, I just want to say astrologically, you need to... Mars is in your relationship house. Jupiter's in your 9th house. But we got a lot of Scorpio, Mercury retrograde. We got a full moon in the 2nd house. There's a lot of questions right now in your life about whether you're in or you're out with love and relationship. Being honest, there's deeper stuff going on. Maybe it's not secrets, but maybe you're just not really revealing yourself fully that you need to now. You need to use these opportunities to get people in alliances on your team because they're not coming around for 2 years. Mars is exiting Libra next week, so come on, Aries.
Bye-bye.
Come on, Aries. There's some weird shit going on, Aries. You don't want to be alone through Capricorn craziness in the 10th house. You can feel pretty alone up there. All right. We got the King of Cups reversed. Not feeling in control of your emotions right now. Not feeling settled with your emotions. Also not feeling empowered at all emotionally right now. So this is definitely not a easy card in a relationship world. One is that you're in an extremely vulnerable place. You're not feeling like strong emotionally. This is bringing up a lot of vulnerability for you, and that vulnerability is about you taking authority of your emotions again. And I think a lot of it, I just am channeling this. Like, there's Aries out there in relationships where they're like too afraid to just say the truth of what they feel like emotionally. Like it's like that's too much. Like you don't want to come across too intense. And single people out there, it's like you're yearning for more. This is an 8th house transit you're going through. But why are you not going to step fully into something more? Like there's a big question about that. Why aren't you stepping into the authority more that you could be? For the challenge, we got the knowledge card. Well, so you're not really really reviewing all the things that are going on, or the challenge is that you think that you don't know what to do. You do know what to do. Your issue is that you're not taking enough time to review this energy.
Hello, paging Dr. Palmer.
Oh,
paging Dr. Palmer.
That was a sign. You do know what to do, but you're not doing it. You're not following what you already know. And you're trying to play the I don't know card. I don't like when people play the I don't know card when they know. I think that your challenge is that you're taking too much time to review things and trying to understand why you're not empowered instead of doing something about it and making the changes. And your spiritual advice card is 7th house of partners relationships. Holy moly.
Gee willikers.
Gee willikers. This is a major, major, major week for relationship situations going on about your disempowerment emotionally. And the people that you're around and the relationships that you're in, and that there's a lot of emotions. Whether you're single because there's nobody around and you're playing the I don't know what to do, or there's nobody out there, the knowledge card can definitely also deal with belief systems and kind of negative ones, and also start basing yourself off like, oh, well, the Bible tells me, or this book I read told me this, or Chicken Soup for the Soul tells me to deal with it this way. It's like, go to your friggin' empowerment and your emotions. But you're going to have to deal with this 7th house relationship card. There's a lot of partnership situations going. This is making the theme even stronger. And that theme is around the strength that you need to find in your life again, in partnerships and in your life, and about your beliefs and about your feelings and emotions. I do want to pull for the partnership card one more rider. Wait, oh wow, look at that. We get the 6 of Wands reversed. So you do not feel accomplished, and you do not feel actually as prideful or proud or on top of it anymore when it comes to this relationship world. You got to get back up on that horse or you got to make some major changes this week in order to get back onto a winning trajectory in relationships. You got Mars in Cancer in the 4th house. Wow, that's very difficult. Mars is at fall position in Cancer. 4th house Mars does not like to be in. You are down in the dumps. You might even be dealing with heavy depression this week about your relationship life, wherever you're at, Aries. And I think that the way to get out of that is to allow yourself to feel, allow yourself to have the strength to go into situations and deal with it. If you're in a relationship, you need to deal with the situations. You need to give the truth out. You need to actually deal with this stuff. If you're single, you need to stop, get out of bed. Stop get out of your comfort zones. You're in the same comfort zone. You need to break the comfort zone thing.
You got to break out.
Break out. Break out.
Shout out to Laura in the chat room. Just saw that she is 19 months sober.
Oh, congratulations.
She was put on the room. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
nice work there. Was it Taurus? Another thing, not me. I do not have a child. I saw people asking in the chat. We are not referring to this Scorpio right here.
There's too much child talk. When I put up my post this weekend about Jupiter coming to my 5th house this week, and I have Jupiter there, my return, and I have all this stuff coming in, everybody's like, you're going to have a kid. You're going to have a kid. And I'm like, please, right now, I am single. Don't start bringing children in for me. Like
just
the
little
peace dealer,
baby lions
right?
running
Peace dealer
around
has a girl
in
who
the,
claims that,
in the manger.
that a baby, she's a virgin birth through him.
Yeah, that happened,
Remember
bro.
that?
Yeah,
I don't need no virgin births right now, okay? Please.
He's still immaculate concepted
Please.
that chick.
Or, you were thinking about me. You were in my dreams. I know you impregnated me in the ethers. Like, gee, many Christmas.
You need to stop doing that. You're going to have a lot of 5th dimension babies running around, just floating around in the sky.
The good news is the courts couldn't prove that one yet, so I can get away with it, but no. The last thing I want is my energy just sprawled around the earth right now. I don't even know the people.
Taurus.
Hey, if life doesn't work out, I can just always go to a sperm bank and just give them my sperm and just use this 5th house transit to just
It's true.
spread my seed to a bunch of people I don't know.
You could
All
go
right.
that route.
Taurus, the Chariot reversed. Well, I love this card, but I hate seeing this card reversed because it just means it's not moving forward. Things are not moving forward. You're still having to go backwards, or you're putting all of your love and your love life attention still into a past lover, even an ex-wife, ex-husband, or still looking back at the past, still not ready to tread forward yet fully, and putting up insecurities and issues about moving forward. That's coming up intensely, especially this full moon is in your house in Taurus. But we are with a Mercury retrograde in the 7th house. There's a lot of rethinking about relationships, relooking at the past stuff, but Taurus has got to deal a lot with, like, are you going to move forward into new energy, whether it's in a relationship or are you still attached to old partners and old situations? Challenge-wise, we got the shift card. You are definitely making a big shift this week, but are you? Your challenge is shifting the perspective now in your life to a whole new direction. I love when the shift card comes in the middle because we can actually see the actual shift of going backwards and not leaving and moving into forward new energy. And where is it shifting to? Aries, more strength, the I am, into the life that you actually want, into the kind of love that you actually want. Like, by you getting out of situations where you're putting more into past situations and old situations and not allowing yourself to have the situations that you really want in your life, you're not going to get this great shift. You got to shift this from going backwards into going in. And what is Aries? Forward. So look at this. A chariot reversed, not going forward. And there's also something about the chariot that it's like you're not guided by even spirit or anything. It's like you're like doing this off the requirement of your own self. You're not following spirit's guidance. You need to follow the guidance from spirit in order to shift yourself to get what you want. You're trying to do the opposite. I'm going to get what I want by going the way that I want to go, backwards. No, or staying in old energies. And you got the opulence card. How weird. We have not pulled opulence.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that one. Congratulations, Taurus.
Well,
you are stepping into the unknown.
There's cocktails in opulence. She's
oh yeah,
like
let's celebrate.
Down. She got her
about to pop some bottles over here. Pop them.
Honestly, I love that you just said poppin'. Why aren't you popping right now? Why aren't you popping? Life could be popping. You could shift your whole life by popping and having a party and having a great time. Be opulent. You pulled the sun in the 2nd house in Taurus. I mean, wow, your own sign. I mean, don't you want a better life, Taurus? Don't you want to have better energy in your life? I think that one is you're still attached to old relationship energies, I'm sorry to say. No matter, even if you're in a new one or you're trying new, and there's self-worth issues, dealing with your physical appearance, dealing with how people are treating you so it affects you in a way, or how past people have treated you so it affects your self-worth. Own that value again. Get that swag on. Opulate yourself. Opulation.
And what's his full moon in?
Taurus.
Oh, should we pull him a little Ganesh for a little?
All right, Taurus got a Ganesh.
Or one of those other cards that we got over there, maybe that mantra deck.
No, they need some Ganesha because they need more. They need doors opening. I don't know why I was feeling all the way in the back. This one that was right here. Decisions. You're having trouble making decisions from past relationship situations and moving forward into new situations and just deciding also on your life path of who you are. Do you want to be the old self or do you want to be the new self? Once you make that choice, it's a lot easier. The universe knows what to do and help you.
The universe does.
I'm trying to go as fast as I can here.
We're doing good. We're doing. What do we get?
With Leo.
Oh shit! Potty up in here. Potty up in here.
I must have said Leo like 85 times. Leo, come here.
Come here, Leo, my little kitty.
Well, Leo's just a weird cat. Like, he just needs attention all the time, and then sometimes it's too much. I'm like, Leo. Like last night, I got home at 5:55 a.m. And I looked at him, and he was like, meow, meow. I'm like, do you realize that I fucking drove all the way home for you? For you.
Just for you, Leo.
Just for you. And I said, Daddy just worked all night.
Appreciate Daddy, Leo.
Daddy's doing it.
He needs a little kitty hug.
And then he looked at me, and I was like, do you get it now? Do you get that I came home for you? I could have stayed in the trailer.
Does he give you Eskimo kisses?
I could have stayed here at the studios. I came home for you because you've been complaining, and I stayed all weekend home for you because I've fucking been ditching you.
Does he lick your hand with his little sandpaper tongue?
He does.
It's always so weird. The cat's tongue. It's like, I don't know. Sandpaper.
Cats are very unique.
I like their
animals.
claws, though.
All right.
The retractable claws. That's something special.
Let's see what's going on for Leo. Leo, these are interesting times with a full moon in the 10th house of career, emotional Mercury retrograde, some foundational stuff to get your career in the right place, but you got Jupiter in the 5th and Venus in the 5th and it's squaring Neptune. There's a lot of passion that wants to be had. But is it in alignment? And are those people showing up with the emotions that you need? 8 of Cups upright. This is completely leaving all the emotions behind of any emotional connections that you've been having with any relationships that haven't worked out, and completely just wipe out. So in order for you to get new love into your life and better love, like this is like leaving completely everything behind and just saying fuck it and moving on. Might even need to block some people.
You have a little block party.
Have a little block party.
I'm actually getting that tattoo, that moon. that's on that card. Yeah.
I actually love this card because it really is like the universe saying like leave. It's okay to leave. If it does not feel good, and if it doesn't feel good, leave. But by that, because that's a solar eclipse in the original deck, you're opening yourself up to free energy. So I think that this is a good thing. You got to clear the shit out right now, Leo, in order to bring in the most beautiful thing. Because this week, beautiful things can come in, but they can't if you haven't cleared out the shit. Stormy waters as a challenge. I think that this is definitely going to be a very intense week for love and relationships for you. And me. I'm a Leo. But I think that, the challenge is it's only stormy when you haven't let go fully. So if there's energies trying to come back at you, or these are definitely past lovers or exes causing issues that you don't have to deal with. That's why I'm saying block. And as Craig said, block party. Or this is also stormy waters because people might have perceptions of you that aren't true and it creates drama. Let that drama be and walk out of it. Like, doesn't even matter. Like, they don't know. Nobody knows but you know. Because stormy energy is like all over the place. You don't really know. You don't know where it's turning. And with the challenge there, it's like, don't emotionally get wrapped up into things. There's going to be people that are going to try and cause problems in your life this week. And the good news is the air element, communicating. So this is definitely, your advice this week is to just be open and communicate. Say what you need to say. Do what you need to do. Be open and clear. You cannot lose if you're just being open and clear with your communication. I think that stormy energy is when you don't communicate and things are not clear. But when things are clear, at least you know if it's a yes or a no. You know if it's a I'm out of this, I'm not talking to it, or I'm going to continue talking. Like, this is a pretty just cut and dry reading. Just like anything from the past that comes up, anything that's drama and emotional, that's just really fucking weird, or weird people showing up, like, walk away, block.
It's also finding that strength when you actually do walk away.
Yeah, there's
and then
a
you
lot
trek
of
through that
strength
storm,
when you walk away.
It's bringing that power back within yourself.
I love, and even in this deck, you could see it's like, I'm fucking getting out of here. Yes, thank God. I got the U-bail. Intellect. You intellectually know what is going on. So the stormy water shit, like, it's easy to figure out and it's easy to walk away from it. And it's easy to put yourself into beautiful air element. Put yourself back up into the higher energies. And the energies that are supposed to connect with you are going to connect with you on higher energies, higher communication, and a higher intellect. People with intellect. People without intellect that are just all emotional and crazy, you just got to walk away from. So you're going to be dealing with two sides this week. You're going to be dealing with people that are up there with the energy with you, and you're going to be dealing with people that are fucking crazy. So the fucking crazy ones, just block and walk away. And the ones that make sense and that are communicating, fuck yeah. Scorpio,
Fucking
Saturn,
right.
man, I was born with that. In the 6th house, I was not born with that. So this is about saying that you need to know what the boundaries are in your life about what you're bringing in, about what true connection is, and what is pure and what is not. If somebody is living a lifestyle that is not pure, then they are not good for your life. If they are living a pure life, then they are good for you. It's pretty simple. Saturn and Scorpio is about learning boundaries and executing the authority of those boundaries, about the lifestyle that you live and the lifestyle that you need in your life. You can only receive the best love in your life by having a reality that is actually based upon the true nature of you and not the true nature of what they are and trying to bring it in and trying to rub that shit on your life. If they are not on the up and up, the 6th house is purity. If they're not pure, get the fuck out of here. Wow, wonderful reading for Leos.
It's quite lovely.
Huh?
Quite lovely. I'm excited for what life has in store for me going forward.
Yeah, Aquarius is next.
Chipping
Wow,
away.
we got a good amount of people in here. What's going on, chat? What's going on, chat? Yo, yo, yo.
They're feeling that block
How
party.
are we? We got 10 minutes and we got how many signs left? We got 4 we're doing right now, so.
I'm ready. Bam.
Okay, Aquarius, here we go. We got the Fool card reversed. All right, Aquarius, not the worst card, but I would say that remind yourself to stop, kind of acting like you don't know what's going on, or 2, feeling like you're dumb and stupid for what's been going on in your love life. I think that, the Fool card reversed is definitely like the true fool that thinks it knows everything or actually feels that it's stupid. Like the fool doesn't know it's the fool, but the fool that knows it's the fool is a fool. So you're not feeling in your best energy about your relationship life and your love life this week, okay? Because you just feel like it's not there. And then you could also be in denial of that too, and like this is where the fool kind of can fall off the cliff, right? By not paying attention to things or being way too foolish about a situation that the signs are all over the place and you're not paying attention at all. Like, come on, you are. Don't be the fool and actually not pay attention. There's a lot of signs trying to tell you not to, do something stupid or to pay attention more. There's a lot of things to pay attention to and to not do something stupid this week. You could definitely do something stupid this week, Aquarius, just gonna be honest with you in a relationship. And you did pull the affluence card as your challenge. That, I feel like your partner or the partners that you're choosing really aren't the affluence energy that you want. I think that the fool inside of yourself is, you're trying to be something that you're not. Well, I'm calling it out, man. That's a truth bomb in a way. Like, it's like the challenge. The challenge is the affluence is really not what you saw it was, and I think that you feel like a fool for going after energies that really are not on the same level that you are. Also, it could mean that, maybe you want your partner or the person that you're with to have a little bit more affluence in their life. So if you're with a partner, it's kind of like, I know it's been really nice for you laying on the couch all 4 weeks, and it's not like you're sick or anything, but like maybe you might want to take a shower.
Wash yourself off a little bit.
What?
Just got to wash themselves off a little bit.
Well, I think that, I don't know, and I'm channeling this because I'm looking at the astrology in my head too, with the moon in the 5th house squaring over to Venus, or opposing Venus and squaring Neptune in their 2nd house. Like there is something to say about quality, and like maybe I got a feeling Aquariuses are doing the look around too. Like, look at this person, they're actually stepping up. Like, why is the person that I like not doing much or not really stepping up to their full potential? There's a little bit of a wandering eye, and they got their own card, Uranus. Like, the truth, you see, and you know exactly what's going on, but why are you acting like you don't know, or you don't know how to act on it? I think that you don't know how to act on what you know. There's a radical rebel inside of you, Aquarius, and why are you so afraid to access that in your relationship life? Why even stick around energy where it's not doing you any good? Affluence is the challenge? Oof, it's not doing you any good.
Maybe they need to be real and make themselves attainable. Step out of the falsehoods that they believe in their own mind.
Yeah, but there's something about Aquarians is like, yeah, they disappear. But I think that right now, like challenge of affluence is they're chasing after people who they think have affluence, but they don't. So it's like, oh, this person will get me to a better position in my life, so I should probably date them. And then it's like, you get there it's kind of like sugar daddy shit. Like, oh yeah, like he'll pay for all this, or sugar mama shit. Like she'll take care of this. And then you really find out like, what? Like, no, you're not going to do that. Or, oh, like I'll get you the job, wink, wink. Yeah, right. They're not going to give me the job. They're just going to take from me. Like, don't be stupid. That's for single ones. And then partnered ones are realizing like, like, is this all that it is? Because Uranus wants some more excitement. It wants some more connection. And you need to have that. Don't be the stupid Aquarius and be like, yeah, I'm just going to deal with what's safe. Full moon in the 4th house. Ritual, you've got to get out of the ritual of understanding like, wow, it's almost like you got to create a new ritual about what your definition of the higher energies that you want in your life. I think that you need to find a ritual to be the radical self that you are and be smarter. Make that your ritual again. Instead of, I think that you've become a mushy ball of clay that is moldable and bendable, and trying to mold and bend yourself around this whole situation in your love life that's not really working. And that's not a good ritual to have anymore, because you are not a roundy, mushy ball of clay. And you got the 7th house with Pluto, that is destruction in a relationship, or at least getting to the bottom of the truth in Aquarius. Oh, the truth, pulling the truth out, and the crazy and the radical truth, while at the same time getting to the bottom of trying to understand your relationship stuff. You are going deep this week, Aquarius. It was funny. You know me, I'm real. I know an Aquarius recently, and I know more Aquariuses that just like delete their whole entire accounts. Unless I got blocked by this person, which I don't even know why. But I was just like, whoa, that's kind of crazy.
You got blocked.
I don't
know. Maybe you blocked them.
It wasn't enough for me to go check and look, but I just know that Aquarians are going through the weirdest, like, deeper inner shit and not revealing it. They do have Saturn and Pluto in their 12th, and Jupiter's almost there. And they're afraid to be radical again. It's like Leos and Aquarians have switched spots. I keep saying that. Like, Leos are all like, fuck yeah, like radical, crazy people right now. And then like Aquarians are like playing the like Leo, like I'm gonna love and I'm gonna sit in the castle with this person and just, you know, and it's not the real queen or king. Good luck. I feel like a car dealer today at the fucking, out in Vegas. Like,
just dealing truth.
Good luck. Place your bets. Good luck, Aquarius.
Are you going to succeed in life or not?
We got Scorpios.
Oh, fucking
Happy birthday, Scorpios.
Ain't no party like Scorpio.
Hey, we are still in Scorpio all week. We are in Scorpio all week.
I'm in Scorpio fucking 24/7, 365.
We got another alert 32 minutes ago. Bolivia's ex-president, Evo Morales, leaves for Mexico after taking up an offer
Oh, shit.
of asylum as unrest continues.
Interesting. Someone's about to drop some knowledge of some international affairs. Is that what's going down?
Interesting. Let's see what's going on with Scorpios in their love life this week. Scorpio got the Emperor reversed. So in yourself, you're not feeling as empowered as you want to, but it's also about picking relationships and people that are empowered instead of non-empowered. So, you know, I will say this, Scorpio, do not pick the easy relationships this week. And also in yourself, it's time to step up to a higher thing. Pick people who have, I don't want to say power, but pick people who have confidence. Pick people who know what they're doing, who are very direct, and they know what they want. Because you are just spinning your wheels being with anybody right now that they don't know what they are, they haven't figured out themselves, or they're low on the totem pole, let's just be honest. Low on the totem, like no more tadpole, like little fucking, what were those little fucking things we had in kid, those little fucking...
Sea monkeys?
Yeah, no more sea monkeys.
But you get the magnifying glass also, so they look big.
They look big, but they're not big. So
they have big hearts, though. Big energy, big hearts.
Like you're still connected to somebody who you think has power but doesn't. And this is a week where you can actually go and find your empowerment through finding people that have power. Not like power like money or anything, but power of self and know the self. This is about a quest for you to find love about people who know their self and find that strength and find that power in themselves. But it's almost like you're connected to people who are not that influential, not affluent, although that kind of mixes too. The Emperor is the most affluent card as far as it knows everything and it was put in that position. And your challenge is still a new life. So you're still having challenges trying to find a new life with your love life and finding a more powerful position in love in yourself and more powerful people. You're afraid of that. I think you're afraid of somebody with some real power because that's going to bring the power out in you. You're afraid of that. So you're picking safe energy. Picking safe energy. Stop picking safe energy. And you pulled the Sun card. Your spirit is waiting for the most amazing love of your life. Buy a new life, which I know might seem challenging, but you get over it by actually stepping up into your own power and stop connecting to people who have weak or lower or even power that is not even that great or strength that is not that great. You got a great card. You got the Sun card, the number one deck. Your spirit is waiting on your challenges of starting the new life and actually going for people that actually have more influence and more power. And you got abundance. You got abundance. You got everything that you've ever wanted waiting in your life. Money, self-worth, a better life, everything waiting for you when you step into the new life. Wow.
I'm fucking raking it in this week.
I mean,
can't stop, won't stop.
Well, could be raking it in, you know? I mean, Scorpios can get really like, no, I don't want to rake it in. I'm going to stay in this fucking old, this person is, was okay.
We got to crawl out from underneath that rock and sting some motherfuckers.
Yeah.
In the foot.
Well, pretty much.
Or in the hand.
The motherfuckers that didn't show up, like,
you can't sting them if they don't show up.
Weren't giving you the abundance of your self-worth and honoring you and honoring your soul and
I'm just going to sting everybody.
The true life that you really want. Like,
everybody in striking distance.
Neptune and Cancer in the 11th. Okay, it's like you have delusions emotionally about how to try and fix things and understand things about past relationships. I mean, the Cancer is dealing with the past and Neptune. Like past relationships that you're trying to still figure out are not going to have an answer. Neptune in the 11th, there's no answer. It's like, sorry, like the chalkboard will not give you an answer. The computer will not give you an answer. Like this is where you need to channel your emotions into a forward, new, exciting world. Channel your emotions into a forward, new, exciting world. People that feel like friends too, that's important for a lot of Scorpios because Virgo is your 11th house. So you feel like there's a commonality of realities there, but I think that this 11th house Neptune Cancer thing is like, stop trying to figure out problems. 11th house is where we try to figure out crazy problems about Cancer, past stories, and the past is Neptune. So the more you keep focusing on the old past, the more you can't move into the future. And there's an amazing future. There's a lot of abundance waiting for you. A lot. A shit ton. All right, what do we got here? We got Pisces and we've got Sag. Which one should we do?
Pisces or Sag? We're going with Sag. Yep.
Sag. I feel bad for Pisces because they're the last sign, and then they even in a solo cup pull, they get last.
Well, that's just showing that the universe is hating on them.
Who made that choice?
The universe. Universe is saying,
who made that choice?
Pisces.
Who made that choice? Not my fault, Pisces. I'm sorry to say. Not my fault. All right, Sages.
Blame it on your mama.
Let's see. I got a good feeling Sages might be changing their luck. It's been a long fucking time. It's been horrible readings for them. But that's because all the Scorpio shit. And this is the last full week of Mercury retrograde, but this is also a full moon in Taurus to give you a lifeboat. You better fucking take that lifeboat and not deny it. Queen of Swords reversed. Yeah, you are definitely not looking too strong in understanding what you want, but also I love the Queen of Swords in this deck because of the rose. It's like, yeah, the old rose is dead, but the Queen of Swords knows exactly what she wants. Why are you so afraid to go after what you want? Not past things either, especially with all this 12th house shit. But there's a rose, there's something in front of you this week that you're afraid to take action on that you know makes sense, but you're doubting it. There's doubts. You have heavy doubts this week. Get to the actual data and the information instead of making the information up on your own. Because this is not an intuitive card. This is an actual factual card. And it's an experience card. Like the Queen of Swords has had enough experience to actually know what she wants by actually seeing that she went after it and she knows exactly where she's looking. Always in the deck, you see her like this, and she's very prominent and she knows exactly where she wants. But with this reverse, you don't know what you want. Hello? You do, but you're not acting on it. And if you do know what you want and it's from the past, that's why you're feeling so confused, because it ain't gonna work and you know it ain't. Your challenge is the new moon. You're afraid to start something new. You're afraid of new energy coming in. You're afraid to start something new, Sag. Why? Why are you afraid to start something new? I mean, it's just like the Scorpios. You just had the new life card, but with the new moon, and the new moon is coming in 2 weeks in your sign. Are you going to wait till then? Maybe. But I will say that the new moon that happened in Scorpio 2 weeks prior was about clearing the past and allowing to receive a karmic, amazing situation. And that rose is hanging in your face, but you're not doing anything about it. And you got the Jupiter abundance card. Are you literally going to waste the most abundant week of your life to change things and start something positive and new and start from a new place in relationships and actually go after where you know you want to go? Like, are you really going to waste this? Wow. I don't think so. I have a lot more hope. I just think that this full moon is going to wake you the fuck up. And actually think straighter and actually think about the quality of your life. And or are you attached with Mercury retrograde in your 12th house into the delusions about certain things? And are you going to look for more quality in your life? Go towards what the life you want. You're a Sag. You can have whatever you want, but the story can turn out however that you want it to be. You forgot that Frank Sinatra was the best Sag that just made it about the story that he wanted. Even the Rat Pack and all that shit. Wow, and the intention is with intuition. This is like your intuition about a new life. You intuitively know what is here. You intuitively know, but you have doubts. Your doubts are blocking your intuition. You can't do that shit no more. You intuitively know you can start something new and fresh and have amazing abundance there, but there's this deep doubt, there's these deep fears, and there's analytical facts that are not true, and there's analytical facts in relationships that you possibly are in that are not showing up as true to relationships that you're in, that you've been in, and they haven't been real to you. And that's why you do have to start new. Or you have past relationships and you're single right now, and you have new situations showing up, and you're using the fear of old shit and these old stuff in your mind that you think it's going to repeat itself. No, it actually is going to bring you to the real abundant place. That's why you went through the last relationship that was so shitty. 9th house, Leo, Pluto. Like, you need to destroy all of the belief systems that do not allow you to go move towards love. Like, you are afraid of adventuring into the ultimate love. You're afraid of coming into Leo vibes. You're afraid of coming into the expansion of your life. Your life can totally expand and be an exploding ball right now of fortune. But if you do not choose to connect with that and you choose to not connect, you're just saying, I'm not going to take on anything. And you don't get the abundance, you don't get the new energies, and you're just going to be stuck looking at this old rose, and you're going to be, you know what, if you want to go play old horror movies with like roses that are dead, you can go listen to Guns N' Roses all you want to, fucking on repeat on a tape deck. I love Guns N' Roses, but
they're all right. They got a couple of tracks.
They're all right. They're all right.
They're mediocre at best.
Right. They're not. All right, Pisces.
Pisces.
Maybe it was good that they were last. And then, yeah, well, it's 7:10. We gotta roll ship. We gotta get the spiritual dance music going here and reset everything up. All right. What do you feel about the Pisces?
I'm going to go with just how I started it. Indifferent.
Indifferent. Pisces got a Knight of Swords. They need excitement back in their life. They need to go after what they really want. Knight of Swords is all about jumping into things fast. But yet you got to watch out too. The negative of Knight of Swords is always about like being a little bit too cutthroat or being a little bit too, crazy with your communication or being too harsh. But I feel like that there are Pisces out there that have been kind of waiting on things, and this is a lot of stimulation that they need. But for some Pisces too, this could be to where this is going to reveal where, you know, you're dealing with a lot of intense energies and it's really fast. Things are turning really fast in your relationship life. Like, whoosh. Knight of Swords comes in out of nowhere like, whoop, I'm here. Whoa, ding. So this is going to be a very fast, very intense week for you, but it's all about how do you deal with that? What's the challenge with that? Wow, you got jealousy card. I think that this jealousy and challenge just means that like things are going to go really quick and you need to have the confidence in yourself that the love stuff happened for a reason, positive or negative, whatever has happened. But you can't get all weird and let your insecurities come because things have come fast. You got to allow yourself to let go of your insecurities because the jealousy card is just focused so deeply. This jealousy card always gets me. It's like this eye that's just like, or this tunnel vision of like, it's like you're focusing on the things that you don't need to focus on. Like use the Knight of Swords to focus on the stimulation, the excitement. There's a burning fire in the background. Like go towards that. Don't get all like, oh gosh, like start looking at not even the fire anymore, or the building, or the people that need to be saved, and start looking at like, why are those people over there having Krispy Kreme donuts? Like fucking, I'm pissed, you know, like what the fuck? Like there's a fire right there, like go. Like, why is that fireman over there? Or well, you know, like I thought, you know, like this is where like weird shit's gonna pop up in yourself. And you did pull the Chiron healing. You can heal yourself this week majorly by healing any issues you've had about, and it's okay. I think that partners this week are going to understand that you're a healing person and you're going through a lot of healing through the weird insecurities and through the weird stuff that's going on in the challenges within yourself. But you do got to show up and you got to come in kind of fast and hot this week in order to kind of deal with it, because it's almost like you've been stalling for too long on a lot of things. Because you got to heal yourself, you got to heal your life, and this is a beautiful week for healing yourself in love and relationships. But you can't also have a week. All right, we're back. All right, yeah, so we lost the mic there. You can heal your whole life. The magic is right there. The magic is to get rid of all of your insecurities and your weird shit and your weird jealous stuff and your weird insecurities of that stuff. If you focus on the magic, the Knight of Swords is bringing in something quick, fast, and a lot of clarity and a lot of intensity, but it's to get to the bottom of where you've been stalling, because when I see a Chiron card, you've been avoiding the healing in your life overall and about relationship stuff. And I feel that this is going to be a big, powerful week for Pisces, because there is so much great aspects with this 9th house energy, Mercury retrograde, a full moon in Taurus. This is about redirecting your whole exciting life with the full moon in the 3rd house. New environments, new exciting places. And you know, Venus in the 10th house, like this is all about getting more of what you want in your life, but your emotions are going to come up pretty intense with the square to Neptune in your sign. Like, do not create these delusions over where you don't feel like you could be or where things are at. Like, you just got to step up and you got to show up and you got to be there. And Knight of Swords has to be like a good leader, not like a crazy cutter downer. At least you didn't get it in reverse. Your astro dice are the Uranus Leo. We pulled Leo again in the 2nd house. So this is all about exciting love and having it. You need to be willing to connect to having happiness and love into your life instead of disconnecting. There's a part of you that has been in a path of always finding a way to escape love by actually owning it and having it. For everyone, I'm going to pull one Ganesha card right now. Healing. We're going to heal our whole lives. I think this is a beautiful one. Relationships truly can heal us in the right way if we're willing to put in the energy and the work. And I think that this is a beautiful week. I think that we all, with this full moon, which you'll find out, we're going to be doing spiritual dance music after this, so don't go anywhere. But be your best self. Be your best self to heal. Be your best self and show up. Show up. This is Jupiter and Sag.
All you gotta do is just show up.
The two benefics are in Sag.
Just answer the
benefic
call.
sign. Do not waste it. It's a full moon in a benefic house. Taurus. Don't waste it. I love you all very much. Did you have fun, Craig?
Always.
And
Always.
we'll see
About to get weird.
music right now. And of course, deep astrology and tomorrow night. And we also got After Dark. Later.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much.
So this video is going to give you the tools, it's going to give you the steps, it's going to give you the questions for you to ask yourself, to prepare yourself. It's going to give you my opinions on what best course of action to take. And you can take it or you can leave it or you can take parts of it or none of it. To me, as long as you're willing to listen, as long as you're willing to hear me and take it in and ask those questions, do you want to be in it or not? Like that's what the call is. And that is, I think, the deepest part of this energy is when people start going, I want the energy to go back to normal. You want the energy to go back to where you don't have to participate in anything anymore. And you just want to go sit back and watch the whole show. And guess what? The universe is giving you that opportunity here as the build up to 2020. But do you really want that in your life? Is that really, but I'm not saying, maybe I'm saying that because I'm somebody who feels that I don't want it, I don't want that. So I can't judge you for being in that space. But I can tell you from an astrological point of view that sure, it might feel more comfortable to be in that space, but there is going to be something of not being fulfilled.